Today I wanted to talk to you guys about childhood and schizophrenia. So we know that there are signs for children who will develop schizophrenia later on in life, signs in their childhood. So for me, in my childhood, I had no desire to really go to other people's houses, spend the night. I really had no desire when I was really young to play dolls, do dress up. Of course, later on in my teens, I did have, some desire to hang out with people, but I didn't really develop the skills for long lasting relationships. I think because I didn't really develop those skills as a child, because I had no desire to. I spent most of my time listening to people talk than I did actually engaging in conversation, and I still have that quirk today. I'd rather listen to people than have a conversation. I'm more comfortable with that. Also, in my childhood, I was really quiet, really shy. I spent a lot of time alone in my room, listening to the radio, um, trying to read. I had a really hard time reading books. What would happen is I would read, and then my eyes would jump. And now we know that that's actually quite common with people with schizophrenia. Is there's this test that you can do where it's a dot on a piece of paper, and people who don't have schizophrenia can follow this dot. So let's say it's in a figure eight and they can follow it. People with schizophrenia, that dot shakes. So that could be why I had troubles reading and why I would jump, either up or down a line and then have to go back and try and reread it. My grades were not that good because I had such a hard time concentrating. If the teacher spoke the work, absolutely I could grasp it. But if we had to read and then answer questions like on tests or social studies, there was a lot of reading and question answering. I had a lot of difficulty with that. It was very frustrating. I would spend I can remember quite a few nights sitting in my room crying because I wanted to get those good grades. I wanted to do well, but my concentration just wasn't there. Um, Also in my childhood, um, I just wanted to make people happy, but I just didn't know how because I didn't have that skill set. Um, I didn't understand. Now it doesn't matter to me if I make people happy. I am who I am, and that's all that matters. Um, but yes, that's pretty much it for what my childhood was like. I loved being alone. I loved walking to and from school by myself. I got bullied quite a bit because I was sort of a loner and an outcast. And of course, those angry kids, you know, would gravitate to that and bully that. But I'm good with who I am now. I have the right people around me. The wrong people aren't around me, and I love it. So I would love to hear about your childhood and schizophrenia and any signs that you would have had or differences, um, where now you can look back and you can see, hey, that was schizophrenia. That's why I did different things. Thanks, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe.